Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining me again on World Card Making Day. My name's Mary Ellen Stites, and my business is Create With Me, and I create here in the Creativity Nest in East Central Illinois. And this morning when I was live, it was a little drizzly, and it's actually cleared up a little bit. So um, I I'm I'm in Illinois, and that now it's getting a little gray again. So I think it's going to kind of rain on and off, but hopefully it won't be any harm or foul for us. So chime in and let me know you're here. Before we get started, grab a Stampin' Trimmer with a scoring blade and grab an envelope because I'm going to show you a really cute project and you're going to want to have a little template. So it's only going to take you a second. Go grab it or grab you a piece of paper so that you can at least take the measurements and stamp along with me. So let me know if you're here. And I want to take you down. What size is a medium envelope? That is just a standard envelope that fits a A4 card. So it is, I'm measuring it now for you, Tanya, 5 3/4 by 4.5. It's a regular medium Stampin' Up envelope. So you can have a vanilla or a white. Really what we're going to do is we're going to just do a template. And if you don't have an envelope and you want to just use the template too, get your piece of paper and cut it at 5 3/4 by 4. It's actually about 4 3/8, Tanya. So thanks, Linda. Oh, I'm glad you're looking forward to this. Hi, Amy. Hi, Kim. So this is gonna be fun. This is a cute. Hi, Sean. Sean, you've probably done these before. You knew all about a bag of Lope. So, but gosh, we used to do these. I've been a demonstrator now for almost 19 years, and this was something we did way back then. And it's kind of, you know how things kind of get quiet, and then now it's back again. And I'm going to share a project that I actually saw on Stampin' Up's website. This is one of our. We're so blessed to have some awesome demonstrators that are on our artisan design team. And this one is by Chelsea Christensen, and she's from Colorado here in the USA. And I thought this project was so adorable using the cutest Halloween stamp set. Here's the cutest Halloween stamp set. I'm going to take you to my desk so you can see the project. So here it is. Isn't it cute? Oh my God, it's so cute. So here's the little, and this is just uses an envelope and a little bit of designer series paper, some ink stamps, and I'll go through all that with you. And you could decorate it however you want. Hi, Kathy. I'm glad you're back. So super cute. Here's the stamp set, cutest Halloween. And the things that you're going to need if you're going to complete this project is you're going to need a blending brush and some ink. And I'm using, just so you know, Daffodil Delight and Pumpkin Pie for this project here. You're going to need some kind of a tag. I'm using the tag punch. And then I do use the little bundle. So this is a bundle, cutest Halloween, and then the Halloween punch. So these go together, and we're going to just cut out some of our designer series paper. And then this is just an aside, and you could use anything, but to do my hole in my tag, there's this tag punch here, and it actually has just a little hole, and that's the one I use. But if you've got a 1/8 inch hole, handheld hole punch, that one will work just fine too. But this is current, and so that's what I'm using. So this is the stamp set. This is the project. It's full of all these wonderful candies, and we're going to add that to our project here in a minute. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to move the stamp set off. We're going to bring in our paper trimmer, and mine looks a little different. If you're just joining me for the first time, I tend to use my Stampin' Trimmer upside down. So you'll know that because the Stampin' Up is upside down. I don't know. It's just I like to have my everything down here. So because of this new trimmer is designed a little differently, I went and added my own tape so that when it's out, I have my full 12 inches right here. I have all my measurements close to my bottom. This works for me. I don't know. I don't think it's my eyesight. I really think it's because even though I'm right-handed, I'm left eye dominant, and for some reason, this this just works for me. I don't know. It's strange. Call me weird. I'm not sure. So anyway, you're going to need your medium envelope. I'm using Very Vanilla. So it's just a regular envelope, Stampin' Up envelope. It's got a little bit of glue here. And the first thing you're going to do, and you can write this down on your notes, or you can write it on use the envelope as your template. You can write little notes on it. This is a great thing to do is take your pencil and just grab your pencil and just write on there, cut off the glue part. So it's about 3/4 of an inch for the Stampin' Up envelope. So if you go to the 3/4 inch line and you're just going to cut the strip off that has the glue. We don't need that. Get rid of it. Okay. We're just going to throw that away. We want this to be straight edge. So about 3/4 of an inch off. So that's the first thing. Then you're going to score it. And again, 3/4 of an inch is your thing to remember, 3/4 of an inch. So we're going to do that on all three sides. I'm going to get rid of my cutting blade. I don't want to cut. I tend to do that. You don't want to do that. So scoring blade, and it's double paper here and single paper here. So keep that in mind. These are just little tips that'll help you in your crafting. So it's a little firmer push here, and then lighten up your push as you go up into that single. And then if you want to go back and forth here on this double, and then lighten it up. 3/4 of an inch here on the bottom, same thing, but we've got double paper the whole way, so go give it a firm push. And then on the side again, you could, since it's flat, you can do a little firmer here, and then when you get to the bottom, lighten up your score, give it a little bit firmer here. Now, I've heard people say that they like to, I think even Chelsea Christensen said she likes to do it from both sides. I didn't really feel like that was totally necessary because what I do, I'm going to do it now, but just to show you that it's a possibility. But what I do, and I'm going to move this out of the way now. What I always do is I will go back and forth, back and forth. I think that helps a lot, and do the same thing. So that's just helps you when you go to fold up your bagalope. That's what it's called, a bagalope. So it's an envelope that we're going to turn into a bag. So it should look just like this. This is the front. So the open side is the front of our project. But we're going to start on the back, and I'm going to go ahead and decorate it now. So that's your template. Right on your template, remove 3/4 of an inch glue strip, score 3/4 of an inch on all three sides. Okay, use this, keep this in with your envelopes, and this is your template. So, but I'm going to go ahead and decorate mine. So I'm going to bring in my blending brushes. I've got Daffodil Delight ink, and I've got Pumpkin Pie ink, and I'm going to do the one that I showed you there, and then I'm going to show you another one. Okay, we're going to complete it. So I've got Pumpkin Pie. Here is my blending brush for that, and this is Daffodil Delight. So I like to stroke my ink with my, boy, that sounded terrible, with my blending brush, but you know what I mean. I don't like to just tap it. I like to give it a stroke. I always recommend that you start your blend off on your scratch paper and then move on to your project. It's going to give you a little smoother look, okay? So if you have to turn your envelope, start it here and then pull it up into your envelope. Now, because I used Very Vanilla, that just helps that base be already just a little bit darker. And I'm coming up a little bit high. This is the back of my card. I'm going to turn it over, our back of my envelope. And I'm going to do the same thing on the front. And I'm pulling the yellow color up because we're going to put Pumpkin Pie low. Starting off and blending up, okay? Does anyone have any questions on the template while I'm just doing some blending? Did that all make sense on how to do it? And you can see it even a little bit more now that I've got, that I'm using the ink. Now I'm going to turn it back over to the back. I'm going to switch to my Pumpkin Pie. And I'm going to, again, stroke my Pumpkin Pie. This one's a little more finicky because it's a little darker. And I'm going to bring it in. Oh, I just got ink. I knew I had that on my finger, and I did anyway. But that's okay. We can cover that up easily with our stamping. Now I'm bringing in some darker orange. This is the back of this is the back, so no harm, no foul on that little boo-boo. There's no such thing, right? Just a place to embellish. What do they say? I know Rachel knows, Rachel. Just an embellishment opportunity, right? Okay, so now I've kind of got my candy corn. So look, it's just like my nail here, but I've got it backwards. So I've got yellow, orange, and white. Here I've got orange, yellow, and white. Okay, so now turn it over to the front. I like to start on the back because then I can kind of test things, and it's the back, right? So that way, if it's not perfect, I've maybe worked out some of the kinks on the back. So now I'm working on the front of my card. I want to bring some orange. I want to make sure I'm bringing it up past this fold because this is the actual part that's going to be seen. The part below the scores is going to be folded up. So I just want a little orange on there. Oh, I like that. That looks good. I'm going to keep my orange here because now I'm going to do some stamping. I brought in the little candy corns. I'll make sure I'm still staying on. Let me know if I froze because it's saying that I'm not perfectly, my internet connection is a little off. So I'm going to speed up here a little. I'm going to stamp my candy corns. I don't want to overstamp, but I do want to do that. I'm going to stamp a few on the back because we've got to cover up that little, look, can't even see it's there. We don't need a lot. I should be turning that a little bit more. That's kind of cute. Okay, so now we've got our envelope all. This is the part. I think I might have lost you, but I'm going to continue recording. Okay. All right. So I'm going to continue recording, and this will post afterwards. Okay. So we've got this envelope, and I tend to get a little flustered when my things don't go right. So just bear with me. It'll still post. Okay. So we're going to fold up the bottom just like this. We're making these two little ears, two little triangles at the end. And then this one will fold in. Okay. Fold in. All right. I like to take my bone folder. This is really important. Get these good and creased. Okay. All right. Now we're going to take that, and I like to use liquid glue. I think liquid glue holds very well. It's the only difference with liquid glue is you have to hold it for just a second to make sure that it's stuck. Okay. So I've used my liquid glue, and I'm going to hold it for just a second. Fold that in, go inside the bag. See how nice and wide that bag is? You can fill it full of candy. The other place that you want to glue is right here under this part of the flap. So we're going to add a little bit of glue up here, and we're going to fold that in and glue it. It's not the end of the world if you don't, but I'm going to just glue that just to give it a little more strength there to the flap. Okay, now it's time to do a little bit of decorating. I've got a piece of paper that is 4 1/4 by 1 1/4, and I've cut it from the Halloween paper. I like to keep my Halloween paper in this little 6x6. That way I can throw all my scraps back in here, and I've got my faux sheets, and I can kind of dig through. This is a lifesaver. So I like to, throughout the time, show you little tips and tricks that I use, and that's one of them. I love those little containers. If you want more information, you'll have to just send me a message, and I'll let you know the link on Amazon. But you have to watch it because it really fluctuates in price. So you might be saying, well, Emmy, you left a little bit of flat, but that's okay because we've got another strip that we're going to add. And on this one, I took the little candies. I thought that was kind of cute. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. Okay, and then I'm going to add the little strip of candy since this bag is going to be full of candy. Whoops. I'm going to glue that down just like that. Okay, so now we can put our candy inside. We're going to fill it with all kinds of fun Halloween candy. I think we can afford a little bit more. Okay, so there's our bag, but now let's add our tag. Okay, and I've got some tips and tricks for that. We're going to punch it out with the tag punch, and you'll notice on my tag here, it's got 4 sides. So how you do that, and I tend to do things, I know that people use post-it notes. I don't. I tend to do things, I'll call it the easy way. Some people might say the hard way. I like to just lick my, I'm going to make sure my finger's clean before I do that. Although there's 2 sides of my paper. I like to lick my finger, or I like to use my take your pick tool and just use the glue to get it kind of slid into place. Now I kind of have it stuck, but because I'm on camera, I'm just going to pull this down right here, and then I can punch it. And now I've got all 4 sides punched to the little tag just like that. So let's go ahead and stamp trick or treat, because this is our little trick or treat bag. And then I'm going to show you how I punched out the cat. Here's the little cat, and here's the little punch. So you're just going to bring your paper in, and again, if the paper is too small, I use the take your pick tool. Make sure I'm on camera and not my head's not in the way. I just bring that cat in right like that, and then just give it a punch. I just need the little kitty. And then the pumpkin the same way. You can just slide it in using your fingers here. I left a little bit of a, whoops, a little bit. The dog's outside barking. It's deer season. That started yesterday, so we've got trucks coming in and out of the driveway. If you don't know about that, ask me later. Okay, so now I just need a couple of dimensionals, and I'm actually just going to put them on my card here and pop my pumpkin down here and pop my little kitty cat up here. And I said I was going to do that in advance, and I forgot. So I'm going to try to punch a little hole. There's a little hole for my tag. Now, I use this lovely black and white gingham ribbon and or check ribbon, and I'm going to cut 2 pieces. And I was going to have you tell me which color that you liked, and you're going to say, what do you mean which color? And I mean, because I was going to color it with the blends. Now, I've lost you, and I'm going to be posting this later, so you can't vote. So I get to do the voting. How about that? So I'm coloring one with dark Highland Heather. So I've got this color, pretty. That's pretty. But I might save that one. I'm going to try it with pumpkin pie. So let's try it with pumpkin pie. I think this might be the winner for me. And I'll save the purple one for the other one. Okay, so here is this one. Yes, I like this one a lot. So I'm going to poke it into my hole. Well, I'm saying a lot of funny things today that just sound odd to me. That's okay. Oh, I like this orange and black. This is sharp looking. Try that with your different ribbons. Try different colors. This is really awesome. I'm loving it. Good job, Emmy. Okay, now we got to fuss the bow a little bit, back and forth till we get it the way we want it. We can do some trimming. I don't mind if the ends go up, because then they're away from my tag. It's probably not my best snips I have, but we will make them do. Come on. Okay, now I'm going to add a dimensional to the back up here and down, because I want it to not only adhere to my flap, which I'm going to adhere it to my flap just like that, but I want to have one down here to close my bag lope up. So here I'm going to close it up, and there's my little treat bag. So you can see the difference. There's not a lot other than I switched my cat and my pumpkin, and I've got just black and white. Let me know which one you like better when you are watching it. But I told you I was going to make another one, and I've got one semi-started. I'm going to get rid of this. I think it's hard to see sometimes. So I started one here with gorgeous grape and a blending. And then I want to stamp some spiders on it. There's a little spider in that stamp set. And this little spider is going to be all over my treats. That's a little bit better. Climbing up all over. Super cute. Okay. And then I'm going to fold in my, fold up my bag. I kind of have it started already. And take my bone folder. Get a good nice crease. And my liquid glue. And I'll finish this one off. Holding the inside. A little bit of glue on that triangle there. Got to get a little bit down here on the point. Holding it for just a few seconds. That's all it takes, a few seconds holding it. Make sure it's secure. Then, oh, I don't have paper cut, so we'll do that together. Let's pick out some paper. Let's see, we've got purples and spiders. I think we'll just do this tiny gray stripe that's on the back of the, I've got a scrap here. It's on the back of the skeletons, because we're going to put some skeletons on it. 1 1/4 by 4 1/4. I know I'm off camera. 1 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece there. And then we need a strip of something to run on it. Let's see, we've got orange. I'm looking through what would be a good contrasting, something super, super good. I'm thinking this orange. Oh, here, I like this one. On the orange, on the back of the orange is just a little, we just want a 1/4 inch by 4 1/4 polka dot. Love the polka dots. Yeah, maybe I'll change my mind and I'll use the black and orange. I'm not sure. We'll see. Oh, I got my, oh, that's okay because, oh, you know what? I think I will use the black. I think I will use the orange and black. Okay, so we're going to decorate the flap. Glue our paper on. We're going to use the gray. Okay, glue that on. And then we're going to glue on the orange and the black for a nice contrast. So we've got stripes and stripes. This is a fun one with the spiders. Glue down our inside flaps. That is not a necessity, but I find it helps it, just gives it a little strength. Hold that down for just a second. Okay, let's put some candy inside. I've still got a little bit here. This is something I'm going to share with my friend. Okay, so here's our bag. Then I already did my little tag. So I said, you put a smile on my face and look at how cute he is. And then this little purple bird. So I'm going to get my dimensionals. And I've got that already done. Now I could have used that purple and black gingham, but I already had this one done. So, and there you go. You put a smile on my face. Don't just ignore that. I actually punched it out accidentally, but I'm going to put a dimensional under there, and you'll never be the wiser. I'm just going to make it be all one. There. Okay. So now it's cute, cute. What do you think? Are you going to do one of these yourself? I hope so. So I've got one more project that I'm going to share hopefully at 4 o'clock. I want to say thank you so much for coming today to create with me. I'm going to put up my shopping code, createwithme.stampinup.net. There's my host code. You can snag a picture if you want to go shopping today. There's so many wonderful things. We're getting ready for Halloween. We're celebrating World Card Making Day. So this is the time to kind of kick off all that holiday stamping. So join me back here at 4. Tell your friends. I appreciate it. Love having you here. And thank you so much for coming to create with me today. Bye.